Hey, it's Kennedy, the Gulf Coast Ballin, the Panhandle Pro from Pensacola, Florida, and we are back with another episode of the Smoke Screen. Next to me is B. Next to her is Tip the bartender. Don't forget to tip the bartender. Under me is Rose. Next to her is Carl. How y'all doing?
Doing good. How are you?
Good.
Very
Pretty good. How about you?
just glad to be in the number one more time.
Amen. Yes,
one
more
There it is. What is the strain of the day?
So, I'm real sad that I don't have my flower with me where I am now. Yes. But what I do have is my handy dandy vape. And what I believe I have in here at the moment is what is this?
Hit it too hard.
Yeah. Cool it.
Benjamin almost took you out.
Okay. What's your strain?
I don't know what this is. It got 78% in it, and it's an indica. Yeah. Oh, Mimza.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's gonna do me for now until I can get back to where my flower is, cause
that sounds like she's some kind of who buddy was that was fighting on Wakanda Forever, the water people.
Oh. Let me see that
Neymar?
What Neymar? Yeah. She sounds like that Neymar little cousin or something. Mimza. Okay.
I had to think about that shit, Kendall. The furthest thing from my mind. Like, what are you talking about?
All the way.
What we drinking?
Hey y'all. So I just kept it real simple. This is it's by Lolly. It's called Sweet Spiked. It's a sweet red wine, but it's sitting at 17%.
That's liquor.
Okay.
That's definitely
what it's called again?
Lolly Sweet Spiked Sweet Red.
We had that the other day, didn't we? That was good.
Yes, it was.
Okay. The popular wines never has nothing to do with the brand, taste, or label. It's just the alcohol percentage. Whatever got the highest alcohol percentage.
Yeah. That's
what we drinking.
That's how I picked it. I was like, ooh, 17? Yeah, give me that one.
To me.
Yeah. And it tastes like a light skinned California.
That's how I pick my weed. That's how I pick my What's the highest THC percentage?
Yeah,
that's me.
Give me that.
And it was good, so I was grateful. It was good.
Work side.
Yeah.
Work side.
Yeah.
Like I said, it tastes like a light skinned California. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Ooh, yes. That was delicious.
All right. We got a special one today. We turning the block. We coming all the way back around, man. All the way back around to the 80s.
Yeah.
Same cast.
Throwback.
Same soundtrack.
Man,
yes.
Axel Foley.
Yeah.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Yes.
Whose pick was this?
Yours.
I think this is your
mine.
Let's bring it on back round.
Yeah, bring it back round. This is my pick.
Yeah.
I remember they announced this like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
they waiting since then. It dropped July 4th weekend on Netflix, man. Eddie Murphy can really do no wrong. So had to put it on the list.
Yeah.
So let's see. Did Axel Foley come back and really do his thing? What did we like about this movie?
So I love the cast, that the cast came back. Like it just, and the soundtrack, I felt like I was 10 years old again listening to that soundtrack. It definitely brought back a lot of nostalgia. I like the fact that his daughter was in this movie with him, Miss Taylor Page. I think that's his real daughter, ain't it? Yeah, okay. Want to make sure I ain't being crazy. I like the fact that they were in here together. It was I actually watched this again. I watched it when it first came out, a month and a half ago. And I just rewatched it again today so I could refresh my memory.
I watched it
And
again today too.
yeah, it was a better watch the second time around. I enjoyed it.
Yes. Same. I enjoyed the nostalgic feeling of it. It was good to see all the old characters come back and see what they was bringing back to the franchise. It was a good watch. It was fun. Had some action scenes.
Yeah.
I like a good action scene now. It'd be good.
Yeah.
So that was good. It was good.
That first action scene was really good to me. The one where they were driving, what was it? I don't know if it was a dark club or something.
Oh, the Zamboni.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, that was a really good action scene. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got notes. I liked a lot. I like this movie. Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I did not know he was in this movie. Love. One of them too. Then you're gonna give me a black woman, white guy, white man type of relationship. That's my unicorn. That's my unicorn. Love that. Okay, so I'm trying to be quick because I know I go slow. When Bobby saved them, and I feel like June should have went on and got that. Like Jane, and her name wasn't her name Jane.
Yeah, Jane.
Yeah.
She should have went on and got that. She should have went on and got that. Like what? You go okay, and
like when she should have got it.
She was just playing games at that point. Like I was just like, why you don't want to love him? Like
Right.
Love you.
What's not to love?
What's not to love about this?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway. Okay, the soundtrack. I really love that they took it old school and they put a little new school in it. They had the Khalees joining their milkshake. I was like, oh, listen, don't take me back to my childhood and back to my party days too at the same time.
Yes.
Like that was fun for me. I like that. Like this is a fun movie. And Louise Guzman, like the cameo.
I mess with Louise.
I like to see Louise Guzman I like to see his face. I like to see him and stuff. So like the cameos throughout, Afron Crockett, just I like this movie. So the SNL chick, I don't never know her name, but she was the chick from the house in the pretty pink.
Yes.
I like the pretty pink outfit that she had on.
Nassim Parade.
Yes, her B. You know exactly who I'm talking about. Her. Yes. This was a cute movie. I like that.
I agree with everybody else's sentiment. It was really the nostalgia for me in the whole thing. Just like, going back to what we saw a long time ago. And I was surprised. I did not know Joseph Gordon-Levitt was going to be in the movie either. So when I seen him, like Third Rock from the Sun, and back when I was
Luther with Bruce Willis.
Yeah,
yes,
that's a good one.
I like him, and that was a good movie. Maybe I want to watch it again. But I don't know how I feel about Jane. I don't know how I feel about. Well, we're not there yet. So
we could turn that corner right now. Go ahead.
So I don't know if it was the character I don't like. I don't think I mind her. I can't think of what else I've seen her in. Like right off the top of my head.
All American. I think she's in that. I was trying to think of the show. Too. Yeah, the show All American. Maybe.
I don't think I watched that.
I know she's in another movie I've seen her in, and she played something like someone a little more. I don't even want to say the word.
Let's see what we got here. She was in Toxic Avenger.
Hit the Floor.
Magazine Dreams, Mac and Rita. She was in Boogie.
She was in Boogie.
That's
long time ago with Mark and Mark.
Boogie.
We reviewed that.
Oh wait, I'm thinking of the Asian.
Oh, with the Asian guy.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. I liked her in that. Okay.
I liked that movie. Okay.
Yeah, I liked her in that. So it might just be the character.
She was in White Boy Rick too.
She was in White Boy Rick.
I didn't watch that.
Okay.
I didn't watch that either.
And then one of y'all mentioned, somebody mentioned Hit the Flow.
Hit the Flow. That's where I remember her from.
Hit the Flow.
She was a little cheerleader. She was
the
main character.
Showed up on That's So Raven, Grey's Anatomy. She did a few things.
Yeah,
she's going to be in the It sequel too. Welcome to Derry next year. That's coming out.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know how I felt about her in this though. So, and maybe it was their relationship. I don't know. Just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. With her, but it was overall. I enjoyed it. She.
Yeah. I guess I agree. There was something about her character that was a little meh, not meh, but yeah, like I felt everybody else was giving me just what I needed out of their character, and I don't know what fell a little flat with me for her, but
her character left you empty.
Just wanting a little more.
Like I wanted more.
I wanted a little more. That's all. And then also Axel wanting to blame everything on someone else throughout the entire movie, from the first scene through the last scene. I'm like, you're just always gonna be Axel. You ain't ever really gonna learn for real. No. I ain't like that. But it wasn't much that I didn't like about this movie. I'll be honest. It kept me entertained. I laughed. I felt, the nostalgia. So
yeah, and I feel like he didn't really take any ownership of all the problems he got himself into, because everybody always excused him for doing the shit he did because he just Axel Foley. You just gotta let him do what he gonna do, because that's how he get the shit done.
Exactly. Too many enablers.
Yes. I did not like Judge Reynolds' new look, and it was very distracting for me. And every time he came on the scene, I was like, "Who is that man?" Let me see. And I was like, "That's him." And then it was a good movie, but that really messed me up. Every time he came on the scene, I was like, "Why his face look like that?"
Well, he wasn't in it too much, though.
Yeah. Or whichever.
Yeah.
I knew what you were talking about, though.
I did too.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about, that man.
I felt Tiffany, if I can just say real quick, I felt like that's probably why he wasn't in it that much.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. He was only in it maybe all of 5 minutes the whole movie. So.
Yeah.
Just a cameo.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I was kind of put off by the mother-daughter aspect, but I think that may have had personal feelings. It drew up personal feelings that made it uncomfortable for me. I remember she said one time, you got to understand that the parent is always the parent and the child is always the child. Because he wanted her to take responsibility for their relationship not being what it was, and she couldn't really do that because I've been real crazy my whole life, Daddy. Whole life. So so I appreciated that it was in the movie because it just highlighted their relationship. It added another level, but it did make me uncomfortable, and I think that maybe a lot of people felt that. I don't think she was bad in this role. I can't remember having seen her anything else. But she did okay. She did good. What I did like to see, I always love to see Kevin Bacon, wherever he is.
Yes.
I
And it looked
forgot.
good.
That's from
No.
my notes, B. Honestly,
And
that's
I
from my
look-
notes.
I
I forgot.
was waiting for you to finish the mention. I just
Yeah.
realized, like, I
Yeah.
liked the. I was like, he knew he looked familiar. I just realized that was him today when I watched it again.
Yeah,
Like,
I
that's
love
Kevin.
a
It
little.
I knew who that was. That's Kevin
He's
Bacon.
good at the villain, though.
I can't even believe I forgot to say this because of how much
Yeah.
I love Kevin Bacon.
Yes.
And I had it in my notes and I completely just skipped over it. But
Yeah.
yes, like I don't know what it is about his face. I just
I
like to
love
see
him. I love a little
It's
Kevin Bacon
distinct.
crazy. A little Kevin
Yes.
Bacon crazy is so
it.
good to me.
Yes,
And
I
whatever
like
he,
him
whether he
crazy.
be
He does
I
it
don't know
good
why.
well.
or bad.
He
He
does
does
that crazy
well.
so good.
He
Yeah.
does.
So
Really
good.
does.
Yeah. Yeah. Although I do say I think they let this villain go a little bit over the top. They just let him cook a long time.
He
Yeah.
was
He
the
was
whole
He
balling.
was-
movie cooking.
Yeah, they let him cook a long time, and
You
they
knew he was the villain from the start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was
from
no
the
doubt
moment
in your
you saw him sitting on that couch in that pretty suit with his legs crossed, you knew he was up
Ooh.
to no good.
He was.
I was like, he the one right there.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
him, officer.
You
It
know,
wasn't
You
no
know what?
guiding. He gave it to us from the beginning.
It was.
he gave me beauty shop villain plus X-Men first class villain. Like
Yeah, I
all
got
them
that.
wound together. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, Kevin, stop.
But
I
you know
don't
what it
think they should
was?
let.
They knew
Uh-huh.
in the movie that it was him real early too.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you know, it'd be
yeah.
one thing when you figured out watching and in the movie the characters are
They
making
already
their
knew.
way, but the gig was
Yeah.
up on him in the movie, like
Right.
out the gate.
You
Yeah.
know you knew from the moment that it was just
We
a
know
matter of
and you know.
how we gonna get there, how we
How
gonna
we
get
was
to
gonna
this
get
day.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So yeah, that was good to me. I don't think they should have let his character cook as much as they did. They should have took him down way earlier because he was
Yeah.
doing the absolute fucking most.
It really was.
From the very beginning, hanging people off of the side of buildings in their cars and stuff. That's where you start at.
Right.
Get it?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a dirty cop. Like the whole SWAT team supposed to be looking for him.
Yeah,
Nah.
Right.
He's a whole warrior. What
Yeah.
do you mean?
No.
That's
Mhm.
crazy
Don't
to
worry
me.
about it.
But I did. It wasn't much I didn't like. It did definitely keep me entertained.
Yes.
I will say I think that because I'm older, Eddie Murphy's character, the way he's so glib about everything, rubs me a little bit because I'm
Mm.
like, get it together, Axel.
Right.
Whereas when I was 10, I was like,
Like,
yeah, Axel, do it.
Yeah.
Do
Go
it.
all out.
No, I was ready for
It
him to
was
do whatever
funny
he needed to
then.
do.
Right.
Yeah.
look at that growth.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
Axel still on that bull 40 years
That's
later.
it. You back on that same bullshit.
Yeah. But overall, it was really, really good to me.
Taylor Page, born to Reginald Page and Cheryl Williams. She grew up in Inglewood.
Oh,
She went to ballet school and is a student of Debbie Allen.
nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So her character, right? This is why I be conflicted when I get that feeling when I'm watching the movie. I start asking myself, is it the character or did they write the character to be like that? Then I be
Yeah.
thinking I be giving them too much credit.
Yeah.
Mm.
So,
Sometimes they
which
good.
do y'all think it was with her? Because I think we all had the same, like something, either something was missing or she was just a little off track. The character.
I feel like it was the character. We were not supposed to really love her because we
Okay.
gotta love Axel. We gotta love because it's Axel Foley.
Mm.
Axel motherfucking Foley.
Right.
So we weren't supposed to fully love her. I think that's why they wrote her the way she was.
Yeah, we were supposed to love her because that was his daughter, but not more than him.
Her personality.
Mhm.
Okay.
They probably told her she had to be unlikable.
Just slightly.
Just a little bit.
Slightly unlikable. I mean, I guess so.
What you think, Ro? You think that was intentional?
When I hear it spoken out loud like that, I can see that. I can see that aspect of it. You know, the star of the show is Axel. You know, let's just be clear. And she was kind of one of his antagonists throughout. So it makes sense. But for me, though, I felt like, yeah, they supposed to have, I felt their dynamic was supposed to be that. There's supposed to be this back and forth, you know, father, daughter, and then have this, you know, moment I knew that was gonna happen. It was just her kind of like the character, I guess, how she would talk to people, not just how she would talk to Axel, how she would talk to Bobby, and how she talked to people. So I don't know.
And she finally got it at the end. She slid in at the end, did she? Oh, wife?
I think it was the character. In anything else I've seen her in, I haven't felt that this
right.
way. So I think it was the character for sure.
Yeah.
But I feel like that was the end goal. I want to say that I don't know that it was on purpose, but it makes sense. Like you were supposed to grow to love her. She hadn't been around. She, got this kind of chip on her shoulder, which is understandable, considering what she had. So it makes sense that it was on purpose.
Right. And like I said, hearing it out loud, it definitely makes sense. It just didn't make sense to me that she was this way with everybody. Like everybody had to get it. Like she had a chip on her shoulder with everybody.
Sometimes the chip don't care once it's there.
Yeah. Anybody can get
you're
it.
angry with the world because of a situation that kind of
single person sometimes.
Right. So you take it out on everybody.
Okay. There it is.
Hold on, that is her. She that name. See, I'm a credit reader. She on We Cry Together on the last Kendrick Lamar album. She got a Grammy nomination.
Oh, interesting.
What?
Okay. Yeah, We Cry Together. Yeah.
That's right. She done dipped her toe in a lot of things.
That's the one. That's the art. That's the argument. I don't know if y'all heard the album. It's like a song. It's like a domestic. They going back and forth. That's what that is.
Oh, I know that song. That's her.
Let me check. I gotta check that.
Double check.
Be sure, Kim.
I know I'm reading the name, but I ain't heard that. I ain't heard that album in a minute. But I think
now that I think about it, the voice is raspy, just like her voice. This probably is her.
Yep, featuring Taylor Page.
I'm looking at the video, and it looked like her.
Well, that's her then. If it looked like her.
And then say her name. Say her name. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
That's like that could be her.
Yeah, that's definitely her.
That's her.
Yeah.
Oh,
look at that, man. One time for Taylor Page, because it was only two ways that could have go with that character. That either was some real good acting,
right,
or some real
that's it,
or the opposite. Hey, so look like we giving the benefit of the doubt. Look like you did your thing, Taylor. We're gonna reach out, man. See if you holler back. We're gonna. Thought about it. Beverly Hills Cop, Axel F. This would be what? 4?
Yeah.
Beverly Hills Cop 4. Eddie Murphy. This is his second remake. They did Coming to America.
Oh yes.
Beverly Hills Cop, and the same rollout a few years ago when they was announcing this stuff. They said he was doing another 48 hours too. So I don't know if that's all that's supposed
to
be.
Look good.
Real quick. When he went to ask the lady about how old she thought this man looked and was like, we the same age, I was like, oh, he ain't shit for that. That good black didn't crack.
No.
That's all.
As long as you don't do the crack, it don't crack.
It don't crack.
Yeah, it had to be a lot of Eddie Murphy off the dome in this too, like self-scripted or like he was just coming off the top because he was just being Eddie, especially at the hockey game with Buddy at the beginning when he was messing with him. I was like, boy, all right, man. Beverly Hills Cop 4, man. Eddie Murphy, Axel Foley, and the whole crew. What are we giving this movie?
This was good to me. I am really enjoying this Eddie Murphy resurgence. Like I want him to keep putting the movie out at least once a year, cause Eddie Murphy ran comedy when I was a kid.
That boy good.
And,
That boy
yeah,
good.
that boy
Yes.
good.
He is back, huh? 'Cause we got you people, Dolomite. He back.
He is
Yeah.
still in the game.
He been
Oh,
working. Yeah.
I'm gonna get this a good 3.5 for me. Yeah, this was good to me. I recommend watching. I've watched it twice, so at least watch it once, y'all.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was a good movie. If even if you ain't seen none of the other ones, you'll still get those feels of old times and just a lot of nostalgic vibes from it. Great soundtrack, great action. It was a good time. So I gave it a 3.5 as well.
Yeah, I honestly don't know why I went into this movie thinking I wasn't gonna like it because the last movie I seen, I was a child. So I was like, nah, this ain't gonna be for me. And I was pleasantly surprised. I also gave it a 3.5 because I just enjoyed this movie. So yeah, give it a watch.
So I gave it a 3.5 too. It was a good movie. Like it's gonna warm your heart, in a way like, the nostalgia. So yeah, 3.5.
Well, everybody gave it a 3.5. I ain't need to use my
Okay.
calculator. I can do my brown barge math and tell you that
Ooh,
Beverly
yes.
Hills
Rambo.
4 Axel L comes away with a 3.5 blunt on the smoke screen, and that'll do it for this episode, man. Y'all go check Eddie looking good, man. It still
Yeah,
look
he is.
good. Doing
Hey.
his thing.
Good.
One time for Eddie Murphy, man, coming back,
Yeah.
keep on making the movies, and we're gonna keep
Yeah.
on letting you know
Keep
how
on
we
going.
feel about them.
Yes,
All right? Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe.
that's
Let's
all.
go.
Uh-uh.
Nah.